Hi, this is Tracy with Tracy's Easy Eats. This is my second video. I'm doing it once again in my car because it's a very easy place to do a video because the lighting is usually pretty decent in my car. And I'm not yet set up with video editing software, so there's a lot of things I would like to bring to you in terms of content, but until I can learn how to splice videos together, it's going to be hard to do some of those things. So I do need to learn how to do that. So for now I'm going to stick to just things that I can say in one clip. So first of all, my daughter Emma wanted me to make sure that you know that she has her own YouTube channel that she started called Convenient Crafts for Kids. So I'll put a link in the comments to that. That was very important to her. When she saw my first video, I think she figured it was very exciting, and she wanted to make sure that I used this as a platform to promote her site. So what I want to talk about, now that I've gotten that out of the way, what I want to talk about is a philosophy that I have about food that I came to as far as making things easy. I want to alert you to something that I think a lot of us fall into, which is that we think that food has to be complicated. We think that in order to have like something to eat, you know, like you look in your fridge and you say, oh, there's nothing to eat here, we should go out. Well, what are you actually saying? Are you saying that there's nothing you can eat in your fridge or in your pantry or in your house? Or that's just a phrase that we use. And why do we say something like that? Well, because in industrialized societies like in the United States, I'm sitting here in the parking lot of a grocery store, and if I were to look all around me, I could find within walking distance probably about 20 different quick places to eat, like fast food, pizza, and then if I went into the grocery store, I would find all of these prepared things that I could get. And it's like an overwhelming variety of flavors and options. And so for some reason, we've come to think that that is normal and that we should be able to choose from all of these different cuisines, all these different flavors. Do we want Mexican, Italian, Indian? Do we want hamburgers? Do we want pizza? All of these things are very complicated if we were to have to make them ourselves. But because we were industrialized, they can be mass produced, and then we can get them, and it ends up being, for most of us, a pretty reasonable price to have food prepared like that. So we think, this is kind of an entitled mentality, that it's normal to have that level of variety, when in fact food is really just something that you can get full from, like that has calories and some nutrition. So a piece of bread, an apple, a carrot, a bowl of rice. This is all food. These are foods. These are actually nourishing things that we can fill ourselves up with. So I want us to get back to that mindset that food is actually just something to eat. And for people who don't have enough food, they know this. But most of us who have lived more privileged lifestyles, we think differently. So maybe get back to the idea in your own mind of being grateful to have something to eat, instead of feeling like kind of like a spoiled child. Like, oh, I don't feel like eating that, so I just feel like I don't have anything to eat. So I'm gonna go. So, and for those of us who make our own food, it becomes a trap, because then we think we have to make all of these complicated things to be happy. Like, okay, I have to make this, put all these ingredients together. I have to follow this recipe to make something that tastes like amazing, so that I can feed my family or feed myself and be happy. When really, if you have some crackers, you have something to eat. So that's something I wanted to put out there. You can feel free to disagree. But it's something that's very helpful to me as someone who makes a lot of food from scratch, because it can be extremely time consuming to try to replicate all these fancy dishes that everybody seems to have access to when they go out or order something in. You know, fast food is really cheap. You can get Taco Bell out here for, you know, on the dollar menu, and everything is just, it's prepared. So for those of us who make our own food, it's really, really useful to go back to that basic idea that food is just things that are nourishing. It doesn't have to be something that is complex, and it has many ingredients. It can be single items, like you know, a bowl of green beans, vegetables, something, a cucumber. It can be single things, and that's food. And if it's healthy food, then it's really good food. You know, it's healthy, nourishing food. And if you can learn to appreciate and enjoy that, you will save yourself a lot of time as a home cook, thinking that you have to be complicated. So just wanted to put that out there. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel. I will try to continue to bring really good content, and that I hope you'll get a lot of use out of. Like my videos. And until next time, keep it easy.